Hey, what's up guys? Hope everyone out there is doing well. My name is Mike and it's time we get into another music reaction. So guys, we are back. We're back to some AFI here. I'm really happy to get some more AFI on the channel. Like I said, I grew up on these guys. I love their music. This is another one off their new album, and this was a suggestion and request from Joe. Yeah, Joe here said that this song threw him for a loop. It sounds pretty different from their older stuff, so that sounds cool. I'm intrigued to see what this is going to be all about. I did look at the lyrics here, and you know, upon first reading, it sounded kind of like a sweet, kind of poppy kind of lyrical content, but there's more to it than that. And I'm just going to read this. It looks like this is an article from GSGN. Let me just read this part. So, what does Dulceria mean? Dulceria is Spanish for a sweet shop / candy store. The overture lyrics reflect their winsome message, and Davy sings about dancing in the sweet air. But do not be fooled. It is not entirely as innocent as the opening wordplay indicates. Furthermore, the band soon get back to their gritty edge, even talking about porn getting worse as it progresses. So, yeah, you know, knowing that and going back to look at these lyrics for sure, there's definitely something darker here. It might even, I'm not sure if it has to do with drug use. I'm just going to read part of this for you. Let's see. So, it took only a single take for me to melt upon the floor, and I gave you the shakes. It took only a single take for me to melt upon the floor. You still give me the shakes. Here on the floor, I love you more. I love you more. So, yeah, maybe this video will tell a story too, because it's an official video. So, I'm excited to hear this. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. Again, this is AFI Dulceria. Already, that sounds totally different. Wow. That sounds beautiful though. Oh man, this is... Man, this definitely sounds so different. Wow. Okay, let me just stop and comment on this a little bit here. Joe, you're completely right. This, I don't. This is so different, man. This kind of reminds me of, like, you remember that phase about 2003-ish? There was all these the bands, like the Vines, the Hives, the White Stripes, the Strokes. This song kind of sounds like stuff from that period. Of, you know, like, I guess you would say that was garage rockish a little bit. This kind of reminds me of that, and also like 80s vibe, and just holy crap, man. If you're you know, someone who hasn't heard AFI too much, and you're wondering what is different about this sound compared to some of their older stuff, listen to a song like Death of Seasons, and then listen to this. It's, you know, complete 180, man. That being said, I love the way this sounds. That bass line is out of control. I just love the way that the tone sounds on that bass. His vocals are awesome on this. I really stood out when he... So it already said, you know, he has his signature angelic voice going throughout this, but that extended note when he was saying, I love you more. Wow, that was pretty powerful. Great song so far. I'm not quite sure the exact, I'm trying to see if I can pinpoint the meaning based on what I see in the video. And I'm not quite sure yet. This shot itself kind of makes me think of like he's standing over a grave or something. And then he's got the flowers too. So I'm not sure, man. If anyone has any other specific interpretations, let me know. Let's keep going though. This does sound great. Oh, nice. Yeah, man. Really like a 70s and 80s vibe. Man, the atmospherics too, man. I'm sorry, I just gotta mention this. Like, when you're playing a bass line like that, you gotta move. Like how that bass player's moving. That's mandatory. That's a rule. Man, this is so different. I think this definitely has something to do with death. So beautiful. Oh, that part sounded great. Holy crap! Oh, it's almost over. I'm sorry. I was just gonna stop and say, I just can't believe my ears, man. This is so different, man. I'm loving it though. He just lets that note hang. Wow. Man. That was just holy crap, man. Just wow. This was so different. Amazing, man. AFI, Dulceria. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. What a freaking... This was artistic out the ass, man. This was... I feel like this is like a milestone for AFI. This sounded just so... I mean, not only just different, but it's like they've reached a musical maturity on another level, man. And this was amazing. I loved it. I definitely think that this song has something to do with death. I'm not, and if I may make my own interpretation just off a, it's my first time hearing the song, just off a first read through of the lyrics too, and it sounds like a death from drug use. He's talking about it took only a single take for me to melt upon the floor, and I gave you the shakes. He's also mentioning about like tongues getting stuck, so kind of makes me think of like sharing drugs, or I'm not sure, man. But that's just my subconscious, what I immediately kind of think of and piece together. I'd be curious to see if anyone else has any other thoughts on that. But wow, man, just this sounded excellent. Like I said, it has that kind of garage rocky kind of sound to me, mixed with the 80s or even like 70s kind of vibe. Like that beat itself was making me think of Rod Stewart. Do You Think I'm Sexy? That song. But this excellent, man. I feel like I could go on about this song forever about how different and awesome this sounded, but I feel like I'll be repeating myself. This was just a masterpiece. It sounded very different from their other, music. And like I said earlier, if you want to see the difference in their sound, listen to some of their earlier stuff, and then come back and listen to this. This was amazing. I definitely want to hear more off this album. This album is really great so far. I've only heard 2 songs now, but gosh, man, if you guys keep the requests coming, I would be so happy for that, for this new album. Or anything off the last, I'd say 2 albums before this, I don't think I've heard either. So yeah, it's nice to be finally jumping back into catalog of AFI that I've missed. Hey guys, if you haven't heard AFI before, please go check them out. As I was saying before, they have quite a range in their sound. Go dig in. You're bound to find something you're gonna like. You made it this far into the video. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for enjoying some good music with me. We'll see you guys in the next one.